This is Anthony with True Diamond Heart, continuing our video series with Doing Nothing, Being Everything. Last time we naturally came to the point where we understood that we have to investigate the idea of taking yourself personally. Now, we've touched on this over and over. It's just so fundamental to personal emancipation. The thing that's blocking our personal emancipation, now some of us have things, we don't have food, clothing, shelter, but let's assume we've got our survival needs taken care of. The only thing after that, now survival includes free time, safety, relative freedom from pain. Once we have those things, which probably we have to some great extent or other, because we're here using this amazing technology and have this free time to work together, the only thing that's blocking us as adults from realization of our beauty and our state of love and grace and peace and joy and service and connection to each and every molecule, being, part of the universe, God, Him, herself, is our false sense of self. We think and feel that we are more like we need to be something. This is doing. Tremendous amounts of mental and emotional energy go into probably the majority of our mental energy. You may work 12 hours a day, but you probably if you're working 12 hours a day and it's a hard job, you may not have the time to do this as much as most of us do. But all of us spend a majority of our free time and a majority of our working time, if we're not totally consumed by the task itself, with holding a sense of self in place that is absolute fabrication. We keep these thoughts and feelings and circumstances around us as close to what it is to confirm and bolster and maintain a sense of who we think we are. Which is why it's incredibly difficult for us to be honest with ourselves. Because who wants to think of themselves as bad if your self-image is good? Who wants to think of themselves as good if your self-image is bad? Who wants to think of themselves as anything other than what they think of themselves as? Now you may say, I want to be more confident. I want to think of myself as more confident. Well, this is very complicated and tricky, but your identity at that point is someone who doesn't have enough confidence and wants more self-confidence. That is who you think you are. And you are holding that in place, whether you know it or not. Now, I have a sense of myself as being generous and of being kind and of being stable and in control. And then notice how my life always brings to me situations in which I'm shown to not have those qualities the way that I think I have them. And then I'm in conflict. Then I'm stressfully trying to prove to someone else or myself that it's so. I'm trying to create circumstances that affirm what is not so. This is the false personality. I am taking myself personally. Now, when I was a little kid and I was innocent walking around, they told me, my culture, my parents, the people around me, well-intentioned or otherwise, they told me who I was. And I adopted that, and then I added my own stuff, dropped some of this and that, but basically just kept moving through this sense of who I think I am, to myself and to others. And holding this in place is both exhausting and causes endless suffering to me and others, because it's not true. Now, I'm taking this self-image that's been programmed, conditioned into me as a little child that I've adopted, never questioned, as who I really am. I'm taking that personally. If that's attacked, someone says I'm not generous, my sense of self. Why do people argue about the color of the drapes? They're ready to kill each other over things that they will befriend. The gangs that are ready to kill each other, it's only because the guy was born on this side of the block. If he was born on that side of the block, they have the same interests. All of these things, nations, religious things, all sorts of ideas we have about ourselves and about other people that we hold and divide us from each other and divide us from ourselves. We hold on to these things with the grim fingers of bony death. We think we're going to die. You will not die if you see the truth. You will be liberated. You will be liberated. The false sense of self, the idea that you must hold something in place, the idea that you are a personality, taking your personality personally. Awareness and meditation, which we spoke of in earlier videos, and which you can explore more deeply and should explore more deeply, because this is your homework. This is your work that you do to free yourself. As we help each other free each other together, we must do our work by ourselves. These things are all designed to teach us automatically. As we watch things, as we said, impersonally, right? Watch what's happening inside without judging, not personally. It's not good or bad, right? It's not personal. We don't explain it. We're not saying why. We're not pushing it down so it'll work under the surface, and we're not projecting it on someone else. Meditation, as we spoke of a video or two ago, we sit quietly and we watch these things. Both we experience the bliss of the oneness, and we also watch that which is blocked, the doing, the anxiety, the anger, the fear, the jealousy, whatever it is that comes up. We watch that impersonally. What are we doing? We're not taking ourselves personally. And just in that awareness, meditative, mindful space of watching yourself impersonally, that is light. That is truth. Seeing the truth, being with truth is light. It will dispel all the falseness. And in dispelling the falseness, disappears all addictions, fall away, unpleasant, unnecessary relationships that no longer have anything to teach us, that don't serve us, things inside us that never served us, that don't serve us. These things fall away of themselves in the light of truth. Try it. You'll see. It's just fact. Everybody, this is science, but it's the kind of science that you have to do and experience it subjectively. But 1,000 people do it, 1,000 people get similar results in the same direction, with the same inspiration and beauty revealing. Don't take yourself personally. Don't say, I'm not going to take myself personally, because that won't work. Then you're putting the I'm not taking myself personally into your personality. Then you'll defend that. Well, I'm impartial. I'm true about myself. Just watch. Just watch. See the truth. Sit with the truth. Don't fight it. Don't argue with it. Don't struggle. Don't negate. Don't project. Don't judge. We'll see you soon for more. This series is really, it feels like it's just beginning. We'll see, but stay with us.